All right, this is a trucking report for 10/13 of 2025, and we're going to talk this week about a politician that I had in my office on Sunday. We're also going to talk about trucking insurance, and then we're going to talk about brokering finally, because I know you guys really are calling for me to talk about brokering quite a bit. But let's talk about insurances right now. You know that I feel like there is a problem with the trucking insurance in America, and the reason and the root of the problem is that there's no cap on the payouts with these attorneys whenever they go to sue someone for a wreck. Now, I'm on Jim Adler's website, and I have some proof here. I'm going to throw it up here on the screen for you. He's bragging about suing someone and winning a case for $26 million. He also brags on his website that he took $10 million for himself as payment and paid out $16 million to his client, and that is the root of the problem. He's also bragging here about a $16 million case where he took $6 million of it. They got 9. There's another $9 million case, a $5 million case, and the last one is a $16 million case. And this is the reason why you're paying too much on trucking insurance. I don't know why there's not other people online talking about this, but this is the root of the problem. Now, what I would like to see is for somebody that has an $1,800 a month truck payment, I would like their monthly insurance payment to be around $800 a month. I know that sounds crazy, but that's really what it should be. It should be in the amount that you're able to make a good net at the end of the week or the end of the month. Of course, you want to have your truck paid off so that you can make more money, and that's always the ultimate goal. But your trucking insurance should not be double the amount of your truck payment. It should not be triple the amount of the truck payment. I'm getting reports back in from you guys, the people who are actually the end users in this game, that are telling me that you're paying $3,000 a month, sometimes $4,000 a month in insurance. And that is crazy that it has skyrocketed. And this has been a problem for a very long time. There are some states here in the United States that do have caps on insurance, but there's only 2 states, maybe 3 that I'm seeing here. And so these are the different types of damages that you can go after whenever you're an attorney. Non-economic damages, economic damages, and punitive damages. Now, non-economic damages, this category covers intangible losses such as pain, suffering, emotional distress, and loss of companionship. Now, loss of companionship is something that I feel when there's kids involved and a wife involved, that's probably the most important thing that they need to take care of when there's a loss in a trucking accident. Let's say somebody got in a wreck and the person who passed away is the main breadwinner for the family, and the wife does not have a job possibly, and she takes care of the kids at home. And of course, we want to pay out as much as possible for that situation, but that should be capped at $1 million. And if we do cap that at $1 million across all the states in America, you'll see these premiums coming down. You'll see trucking insurance coming down because they're no longer allowed to claim and try to get $26 million or $18 million. $1 million is enough money for a wife to be able to take care of her kids after her husband passes away. If you get $1 million and you put it in a money market account, that money market account will make $3,500 to $4,500 a month in interest. That's money that's deposited in her account every month, or in their account every month. So they'll make money off of that money that they receive. They'll make a good amount per month that will take care of the mortgage and the groceries and Susie Q's dance lessons and all of that kind of stuff. And that's the most we want to see is $1 million. So there's 2 states that have caps on trucking insurance as of right now and claims. In May of 2023, Iowa passed a law capping non-economic damages, what I just explained to you, for commercial vehicle accidents at $5 million. I feel that's too high, but good for them for having a cap. West Virginia, as of July of 2024, they have a cap on non-economic damages in commercial vehicle accidents at $5 million. And then Texas, following new legislation in 2021, House Bill 19, Texas has procedures that make it more difficult to sue trucking companies. While there is no cap on economic damages, Texas has limits on punitive damages. We need caps on these lawsuits. That's what I'm calling for. We, the people, are who needs to make change, not the politicians telling us what to do. We need to tell them what it is we need, and that needs to go up to them, and they need to make changes for us. So let's pay attention, guys. Anytime there's petitions or people that you need to vote for, you need to get active. The days of sitting back and just being a victim to what these politicians do are over. It's time for us to take action. Guys, I can tell you a little bit more about the economic damages. I talked about non-economic damages, but economic damages, this covers quantifiable losses such as medical expenses, lost wages, and property damage. And then you have punitive damages. This is intended to punish a defendant for egregious misconduct and deter similar behavior in the future. So, this whole thing is if somebody passes away in an accident and this person was a big time hotshot CEO or something, and they're trying to sue for what it is he could make in the future. You can't do that. That's very fictitious. And we're not, the most important thing is taking care of a family after someone passes and making sure that they can survive if it wasn't the breadwinner that's still living and trying to survive. That's the most important part. But paying for somebody for money that they could have made, whenever you go to deliver a load and it takes 8 hours for them to unload you, are you able to tell them that you're going to file for the lost wages on the loads that you're about to lose because you're sitting there waiting for the load? No, you can't. So we shouldn't be paying people out $26 million and $18 million for stuff like that. So anyhow, guys, I want to make some change on this. You guys, if you like my posts, just share them. Let's get the word out. I want to shed some light on a lot of these subjects, and I'm on to something here. I know the root of the problem with trucking insurance, so let me try to work with some politicians and make some change. Let's shed some light on this so everybody can get active and try to help make some change. If you like my post, hit on my buttons, and if you don't, just keep on scrolling. Thank you.